Welcome to the Ace of Fire Tarot. I am Lady D, and I will be doing a reading on Taurus today. So please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, and share if you're feeling the vibe. Remember, the readings are for entertainment purposes, and messages can be from the past, present, or future. Everything would not resonate with everyone, so eat the meat and spit out the bones, or do with it what you may. I am merely just the messenger, and I come in love and light. And with that being said, let's jump straight into it. So what's up, Taurus? Gang, gang, gang. Bull, gang, gang, gang. Happy born day to all of you out there. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful born day season. So with that being said, let's see what the angels have in store for you guys today. Shuffle these already, so let's see what it gives for Taurus from the angels. And what is the message Taurus needs to know right now? It says 6699, let go of the attachment. Harvest growth and continue to pay attention. Guard the beauty. Let go of your attachment to your items, especially if you have a strong attachment to a certain type of material. This sequence of numbers asks you to release this attachment and withdraw from it. And this message represents that the things you have sold or lost in your life are about to be replaced by something better. So with this, I'm feeling like some of you may have lost something here recently. Maybe you lost a nice watch. Maybe you were robbed and some of your items were stolen from your home. Maybe even a job. Maybe some of you have lost a job that you really, really loved. Maybe they did some type of layoff, but you're so attached to whatever the item or situation is, but you really need to let it go, release it, so that it can be replaced. So if you look over your life and you see that you have lost things in the past and how the universe has replaced those things for you, sometimes tenfold, you've gotten bigger and better things than the things that you were so attached to that you've lost in the past. So that's what I'm getting from that. Some of you may be seeing 6699 or a lot of sixes or a lot of nines. Much love to the angels for that. Let's see what else they have for you, Taurus, today. What else does Taurus need to know today from the angels? That one just jumped right out. So we have hope here. And it says, hope is a choice. I choose to be hopeful. The angels remind you that without hope, you cannot build belief. Your actions are directionless. Your purpose feels like a pipe dream, and true meaning seems unattainable. Hope is about recognizing that good things are yet to come and about expecting them to come. So some of you need to have a bit more hope so that the good things that you want out of life can be manifested into your life. And I think this goes along with this let go of the attachment. Just let go of the old attachment to whatever it is and stay hopeful that you'll have it returned or even get something bigger and better, like I said, something more magnificent, and maybe in multiples. It might be in multitudes. Say you lost one diamond ring, or someone stole one diamond Rolex watch, and if you let go of the attachment, you may receive 10 diamond rings in return. or 5 Rolex watches if you're into all that. So you get the gist of what I'm saying. So much love to the angels for those messages. Now let's get into the Akasha. What does Taurus need to know right now from the Akasha? What was that? Oh. All right, Taurus. So first one out is see it through. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing the project through to the end and then be proud of what you accomplished. So yeah, Taurus, I feel like some of you have been starting a lot of projects, probably hopping on board with a few projects or things of that nature, and you're not completing it. But at the same time, you're talking bad to yourself. Your inner thoughts are negative towards yourself. Just end that cycle and just complete what it is that you need to complete. Just see it all the way through. I know Tauruses like to kind of take it easy, relax and just be in the lap of luxury, and they don't always want to put in work when it's, as far as like a hobby or something like that, or something extra. Like your main thing you will see through, but anything that you have going on the side, you don't always see through. But then talk to yourself badly, talk about yourself badly to yourself. So I feel like that's what I'm getting from this, that you all just need to see the projects through, and stop talking badly to yourself. Because I feel like that's why you're not able to complete them, because you're sending so much negative energy to yourself about yourself, and it's still not getting done. So the negative thoughts are not helping you complete the task. So clearly that's not working. So just stop that all together with talking to yourself negatively and just go ahead and do the projects from start to finish. So next we have compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. So it feels like, once again, you guys are being a bully to yourself. You're being a horrible friend to yourself. You're not being a loving, comforting friend to yourself. You need to have compassion for yourself. Stop all this negative talk in your head about yourself. So simply be kinder to yourself. Give yourself a break that you give everybody else. Be a loving friend like you are to everybody else, to yourself. Be kind to you. And life will be so much better. All that negative talk and negative turmoil inside that you're just battling with yourself, and it's unnecessary. You need to be loving on yourself. Next we have courageous heart. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. So some of you may have, probably don't even have like a destiny. Like you don't know where you're headed. You don't really know where you want to go. You may have a job, but you don't have like a set in stone goal or an ambition or something that you had in your mind to do, like when you were a child. Like when someone asks you, what is it that you want to do when you grow up? I feel like a lot of Tauruses have lost whatever that was, and so now it's like you're just going with the flow. People sometimes get jobs just to pay bills, but it's not something that they're passionate about. However, they cling to these jobs because they feel like anything else that they do, it may not work. They may not be able to make money from it. There won't be any stability in it. So it keeps you from even taking that foot or that step forward in that direction. Just have some courage in that. And wherever your heart truly wants to be, dabble in that. However, keep your regular day-to-day job, and whatever your passions are, go toward that in your free time. Or make it like a weekend thing. Whenever you have off days, make that the day that you focus on whatever you're passionate about. But don't keep putting it off because you're afraid, or you don't have the courage to, or you have all this negative thought and turmoil inside keeping you from doing it. So next, you need to step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Stand out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. With that, stepping back, I feel like Tauruses have an issue with that. When they're in the situation, they can't see it any other way but from that tunnel vision that they have, when it's different perspective, different angles, different aspects. So I feel like Tauruses do need to take a step back and analyze every perspective. And if you can't do that, then you need to speak to someone who is on the outside looking in, that doesn't have a dog in the fight and can show you the different perspectives, like point them out to you so that you can see it from the panoramic view as to what is going on. Because I do feel like Tauruses do have tunnel vision on a lot of things, and that's why they're considered bullheaded. And that's because there's no perspective, no other perspective but theirs. So yeah, take all of that into consideration, Taurus. This is from the Akasha. So that's what they have for you today. Let's jump into this Kipperish to see what is popping. But it's feeling like everything in your energy is basically you against you. That's what I'm getting so far. It's like you're being very hard on yourself. You're being very attached to materialistic things, maybe even to people that you are no longer with you, or no longer in your vicinity. You may have lost, a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever like that. Maybe even other family members. You could have lost material things. You could have lost a job, but you're so attached to it. And that's the problem. You need to detach. But it seems like everything is stemming from the way that you are thinking, the way that you are speaking to yourself, the way that you are battling your thoughts in your own mind. It's like it's just giving that. So let's see. I'm not sure if there is an outside culprit. So what does the universe have for Taurus right now? Let's see. Okay, Taurus, what we have here is occupation in the number 3 and 4, real love in the number 1 and 5, community in the number 3 and 9. We have a conversation in the number 4 and 3, third party situation in the number 6, and emotional pain in the number 3 and 2. Y'all can be seeing 6s right now. So what I'm getting from this off the top is like your career is affecting your relationship. Whatever you do for a living, it's like it seems like it's affecting your relationship, and it's something circulating throughout the community. Maybe some type of talk of a third party situation, and it's looking like it's bringing on some emotional pain, or will bring on some emotional pain for someone. And for some of you, whatever your occupation is, that's where you actually met your mate. They're in the same field with this community. It's a community of people that do what you do. However, you started a conversation with this person, and this person is your third party situation, and they could be in emotional pain because they know that you have someone else too. Maybe your main person doesn't know. However, it's like it could go either way. For some of you, it's the first, like on your, with your occupation, is interfering with your real relationship, and the community is talking, it's rumors about this third party, and it's causing emotional pain. For others, some of you on this particular job, this occupation that you do, you found real love because it's a community of whatever it is that you do. Y'all have had a conversation, and this person knows that they're the third party, and they're in emotional pain probably all the time behind certain situations that go on. But let's see, why is this occupation here in Taurus energy? Some of you could be doctors or therapists, possibly even scientists, chemists. So this occupation is here because of an awakening and abundance. Maybe people are taken aback about how much money you're able to make, or how much money it is that you're making at this particular in this particular career. Why is this real love here in Taurus energy? Because you put in work, labor, and efforts. It feels like this relationship has a lot of toil. It could be a bit toxic. What else about this real love? I don't know if this child really wants to come out. What else about this real love, work, labor, and efforts? Taurus energy right now. Can we get some clarity from the context, please? Work, labor, and efforts put in from a priestess. Could be a high priestess. What else? About this real love, work, labor, and effort, high priestess. This is a mature woman who has animosity. Okay. high priestess, mature woman, has animosity. So this could be the person you met on the job. It's the third party. What is this community here? Taurus energy. Can we get some clarity on this community? Okay. It's given like this is a church community. Could be some type of spiritual community, but I'm getting church because most there's no separation in church and state, so that's why I'm saying that. But this also could be a community of people that are a part of the judicial system, and they may have taken an oath, so that faith could be they're faithful to the oath. So what else about this community? Divine feminine. Anything else? Distant future. This could also be that whoever you're in this relationship with, they plan on marrying you, maybe through the courthouse in the future, in front of a small community of your friends and family. Maybe that was the plan. Let me see, why is this high priestess here with the mature woman? So this could be someone's mother. That is the so I'm feeling like even with this real love, and it's so much toil and labor involved with this, and this high priestess, this mature woman, she may be against this with this animosity. This mature woman could be this high priestess and someone's mother, but this high priestess is here to deliver a message. She may be the person who started these third party rumors. What is this message pertaining to? Taurus energy. It seems like a shocking message. So it has something to do with imprisonment. Why is this hello here? This is also given bigamy. Is that what it's called when a man marries multiple women? So this conversation was had with this feminine Taurus energy. I mean feminine earth energy, rich girl. This could be you, Taurus. What else? This is somebody who is the twin flame of high honor. Why is this third party situation here? Taurus energy. Whoever this third party energy is all for the money. They're just there for the money. We have 2 here. And whoever this third party is, they have an entity attachment. Anything else about this third party? This third party could be the actual soulmate, but they have a demonic entity attachment. And it feels like whoever this third party is may have done something. We have a nice guy here. Maybe this guy looks or pretends to be nice, but they do have an entity attachment. Why is this emotional pain here? Because of the ops. Anything else? Surrounding Taurus and this emotional pain from the universe, please. We have 2 again. Someone is obsessed over a relationship or obsessed in the relationship. There's an obsession here. So yeah, it's feeling like something around someone possibly being a bigamist, and this mature woman could be the masculine's main woman. This may be the wife, the first wife, and this rich woman or this divine feminine. Well, I'm thinking the divine feminine is the mature woman, or it's the rich girl. However, whichever woman he was married to first, which is coming across as this mature woman that's a high priestess, she is taking him to court. Or the other woman is getting tangled up in some legal situation because she might have stolen something from said masculine. Or it could have really been actually the mature woman's actual wealth. So she was technically stealing from the other wife or the other woman. Depending on which scenario this is, it's either a bigamist situation or a thievery situation. But I don't see anything about a thievery yet. Anything about a theft, I meant. But it's looking like whoever the masculine is honors this rich girl. But this is given like this is actual Taurus energy. It could be Virgo, it could be Capricorn, but it's giving Taurus energy. So why does this mature woman, the high priestess, have animosity here? She is surprised about something. Anything else about this mature woman, the high priestess, or just the priestess? This mature woman could be... So this person is impoverished. Or maybe just in despair. But I'm starting to believe that this mature woman, this priestess, could be, because this is faith and then a community and then it's the courthouse again. This woman could be the actual preacher or priestess of this actual church community. And it's considered a divine masculine. I mean divine feminine. So then it's one nice guy here, and he's not high vibrational. It comes across like this person appears to be a nice guy, but he has a demonic attachment, a certain level of expectation, and it's giving that he finds this Taurus lady to be his twin flame and gives this person a higher honor. Like he honors this person, but not so much this mature woman. So once again, I'm feeling like this is you, Taurus, in this situation. Perhaps. Yeah. But for some of you, maybe you didn't know about the actual other woman. But I think where things are going left is because this other woman is being, it feels like, deprived of money. She may be wondering where the resources are going. And then she's a priestess, so she could be a high priestess. She knows about you. Because whatever this occupation is, it brings in a lot of money. And then this mature woman could have been receiving a message. In fact, the mature woman could have possibly been stealing from the masculine. Because this imprisonment is over here with her. She's the one with the message. She's the one that's surprised, in poverty, and in prison with animosity. So it feels like something pertaining to this community, this religious community. But I'm thinking this rich girl is actually the divine femme, because they actually look just alike. So I think this is her energy. So I feel like this divine feminine could be taking this woman to court. Or maybe I'm not sure. Because it almost gives the energy of, because I don't see any spell work or anything like that going on. So this may not even, well, with the, yeah. So it's almost giving like this mature woman and this nice guy may be in a relationship, but their occupation, which this couple is them, their occupation is some type of community-based spiritualist type situation. Could be a church. However, I feel like some type of way, Taurus, you may have invested in this situation, and somehow you may have found out this was a scam, or what they are doing is not what they told you they would be doing with this organization. It's like this could be something scammy based around money, because they were bringing in a lot of money, putting in a lot of work. But it's feeling like it could possibly be something spiritual based, where like maybe they were doing readings, maybe some type of psychic thing, like some type of psychic organization where people could come in, get readings done, psychic psychic information, maybe talk to past over loved ones, that type of stuff. But they could have all been fake, or charging people excessively large amounts of money, but on the books doing something totally different. And this masculine, although he's this person's partner, I think that he might have been trying to talk to you. So that's where all this animosity is coming from. But at the same time, there may have been some conversations or around this organization, and he may have said some things like put his foot in his mouth. I don't know, but it's giving a lot with this. It's a bit weird. Anything, see, it's all about money. Anything else about this occupation here that we need to know? So we have awakening and abundance. So it's almost like somebody is shocked about some wealth. And then there's a health concern. Anything else? So that confirms like this is some type of spiritual organization. Maybe this organization told this rich girl that some false information. It does say here third party and then actual money. Like someone that's a third party to this whole establishment probably gave a lot of money. And they may have been expecting some type of root work to be put on someone. Like a soulmate. Because over here we have emotional pain, opposition, and this someone is obsessed over a relationship. Maybe this rich girl went to this community, because we have this couple here, which is probably the same couple here. So we have this couple that's together in love. And somebody might have conveyed to this rich couple, this real couple, that, you know, through this community, that someone was going to jail, someone was going to be impoverished or whatever like that. However, this rich girl could have went to this community to have this entity put on someone and spend all this money, and all of this was to break this relationship up. However, it probably didn't work, because this rich girl, this real love in this relationship is with a divine feminine, and this is a nice guy. So I think these are the same people. So it could have been something like that for some of you. And I feel like this community might have even told someone that they were going to have all of this money. And had them shocked and surprised, and also told them about some type of health concern. Maybe they wanted to do some, magic or something on somebody's health, and none of this stuff that they were trying to do worked, or something like that, and it's seeming like it's backfiring. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Yeah. Yeah, because we have someone with the evil eye, and then some concern, and then blocked access, and then a healer. It's like this person is no healer. The heart chakra is blocked off. They not a healer. They're actually a lust demon that abuses people. So yeah, but someone in this equation is single, sexy, and successful, and someone in this equation is mentally and emotionally unstable. And I'm feeling like whoever is obsessed with this relationship with someone, Taurus, I don't know what you got going on, but with that being said, I do feel like you're in this real relationship. Now, just because right here we see the rich girl in the upright doesn't mean that this isn't a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't have any other cards reversed. I'm just reading the energy around. So you could have a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn who's trying to do spell work against your relationship. And then whoever this mature woman is that's part of this whole community, And it looks like you're a part of this community too, Taurus. But someone involved in this, or this couple involved in this, parents or mother, is a scam. That's part of this community. They're not a real high priestess, not a real healer. They might not even know how to do magic. So they're running a scam. That's what it's giving. But let's get into the tarot to see. This is great. This is great. I even feel like the third party situation could have been a lie or part of the scam tactic as well. So let's see. What does Taurus need to know right now? We're starting off with this Six of Wands in reverse, this Leo energy, and this is ill will, misfortune, betrayal, disadvantage, loss, and failure. With this Eight of Cups in reverse, excessive shyness that does not allow you to make decisions, fear of moving forward, stagnation, accepting your luck, expecting problems to be solved out of nowhere. So it feels like someone may have betrayed you, or there was some type of misfortune or loss or failure, and now someone in your energy, or you are excessively shy, or you're not making decisions, you fear moving forward. It's a bit of stagnation and expecting these problems to be solved out of nowhere. And this is Pisces energy, so that's giving that high priestess energy. So we also have the Knight of Wands, the Sagittarius energies. Someone in your energy is jealous, weak, and intolerant, arrogant, reckless, overconfident, loud, boastful, the one who promises much but does not deliver, frustration, discord, and quarreling. So yeah, it's going right along with that high priestess that really wasn't. And it's also giving whoever the individual was that wanted to do like magic on breaking up a couple, and it's feeling like it might have been, now that I'm thinking about it, it may have been the mature woman that's someone's mother who does not like the person that their son is with. And if it's a daughter, it's a mother that doesn't like who their daughter is with. And the high priestess is who the mother is going to see from that community to have this spell work done. But however, the high priestess from that community is either they're not a true high priestess, or It's not that they're not a true high priestess. They may either be a high priestess or a dark priestess. So if they're a high priestess, they're probably not going to be doing this dark magic. However, I feel like the high priestess still took the money. And if they're a dark priestess trying to do dark magic on divine feminines, it's not going to work. Or they chose not to actually do it on a divine feminine. So here we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Complication, difficulty, insecurity, fear, admitting defeat, ill will, false appearances. So it just feels like all of this energy is stemming from that mature woman. So with this Virgo energy, Taurus, you may be in your Eight of Pentacles. Some of you may be starting a new job, starting a business. You're a perfectionist. You have experience, a mastery, dedication, discipline, workaholic. You do have confidence, success, results, and reward. However, with this Empress coming out in the reverse in Taurus energy, there is some frivolity, concourtry, vanity, posturing, unnecessary luxury, sensitivity to flattery, lack of refinement, arguments at all levels, and sterility. So it's like some of you may be kind of low vibrational right now. And I'm hoping in that scenario, you, Taurus, are not the actual mother that's going to have this dark magic done on your child's spouse or love interest. Let's see. Why is this Six of Wands here in the reverse? Let me why is this Six of Wands here in the reverse? Because of this Seven of Cups in the reverse. Reality, clarity, sobriety, poor choices, lack of choice, opportunities, or options. So whoever is projecting this negativity on this couple and taking money, they may not even be taking the money. It's just the mere fact that they're projecting all of this. They want all of this projected to an innocent couple that's high vibrational. And obviously it's all backfiring on this person. So they're the ones that's going to end up in poverty. That mother figure, that mature woman. What else about this Six of Wands in Taurus energy? They're trying to make plans with this Three of Wands. New experiences, looking to other horizons, planning, progressing, self-confidence, freedom, success, looking to the future, moving abroad. So I just feel like they're just that whoever, if it is that mature woman, she's still looking for some type of plan to keep with the nonsense, even though she's losing on multiple levels. Why is this Eight of Cups here in the reverse? Like she won't walk away from the madness she created. Yeah, because she's a deceptive and malicious. Well, this is a King of Swords in reverse, but this person is deceptive and malicious, can be dangerous, violent, and powerful as an enemy. So that's why they can't move forward. They're stagnant because they could be up against this King of Swords in the reverse. Because we did see imprisonment. So this could be a dirty cop that has gotten involved with this situation. What else about this Eight of Cups in reverse? This could also be a detective on the case, but they're crooked and dirty. Yeah, it's arrogance, pessimism, stubbornness, illness, error in judgment, psychic impotence, restructuring, deprivation, and abandonment. So yeah, it's given again with this star in reverse, this Aquarius energy. It's giving that the actual mature woman is the so-called high priestess. So someone's mother, and this is showing that this person is going to end up ill, and she's not a psychic. She has psychic impotence. That's why they can't walk away. They're fearing walking away from that. And I don't know. Why is this Knight of Wands here? In the reverse, jealous, weak, and intolerant. So this is the Hierophant in reverse. So with that, it's like some type of institution. Could be corporation. Could be this spiritual community, organization in the reverse, because of lack of spiritual support, and it's illogical. So we have the Nine of Cups and then the Nine of Swords. So I feel like this institution, organization, whatever, is in the reverse. However, this was someone's wish fulfillment. And because I feel like this organization was someone's wish fulfillment, and it also gave people patience, faith, hope, light at the end of the tunnel. However, the actions, the Knight of Wands characteristics in the reverse, is like they were only doing it because, you know, they gave the illusion like, you know, we can bring faith back, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel, making people believe that they could actually do what they said they could do. But the reality was they were lying, overconfident, promising things but didn't deliver. So it started a lot of frustration and discord, I feel like, within the whole community. So what is this 7 of Wands here in Taurus energy? Taurus, what are y'all into? So we have, and what else? There's 5 of Cups in reverse. This is 7 of Wands in reverse with this 5 of Cups in reverse. Taurus energy. Can we get some clarity from the universe, please? Okay, so we got the King of Pentacles. So with this 5 of Cups in the reverse, someone made an alliance with someone. This Scorpio energy with this Taurus energy, both in reverse. And they made an alliance with a vicious, greedy man, easy to bribe, can be a dangerous man who would do anything for money, and is giving that nice guy that we saw, that the entity attachment in that role. I feel like that's who that was, this King of Pentacles in reverse. So because these two energies, I feel like this King of Pentacles and this Empress in the reverse, which is probably somebody's mama, they made an alliance to keep the scheme going, the scam going. And could be, but I feel like even this King of Swords energy is the same Empress energy in reverse. I think it's the same energy because we're looking at the characteristics of the individual. It's like, to me, not only can this Empress be, you know, frivol, coquetry, vanity, like she's vain, living in unnecessary luxury. She's sensitive to flattery, lack of refinement, arguments at all levels, and sterile. They can also be deceptive and malicious, can be a dangerous and violent and powerful enemy. Like, just look at the energy. They're both in reverse. So it could be that this is a couple that work together to execute this scam, and they teamed up with this Taurus in reverse, this King of Pentacles, to keep it going even further. Or this Empress and this King of Pentacles are the couple that's behind the scam, and this King of Swords in reverse is the cops. He's just a dirty cop. What is this 8 of Pentacles here? Freedom at great cost, false accusations, oppression, punishment resulting from excesses, and disease. So yeah, once again, I feel like that mature woman is going to end up sick, and maybe in the hospital as well. I mean, in prison as well. What else about this 8 of Pentacles? Because of what they were working on as far as the As far as this actual organization, this spiritual organization, and like this moon in reverse is all coming out, it's all being revealed. This is a scandal, secret made public, all of the hidden enemies, all of the traps with this Pisces energy. So I feel like it could be the high priestess, the real high priestess, who reveals this. If it's not the actual mature woman, if they're not the same person, then that high priestess is going to reveal this information. Why is this Empress here in reverse? Yeah, because the truth is coming out. Why else is this Empress in the reverse here? Yeah, because justice is about to be served. With this, both of these are Libra energy, Aquarius. Aquarius are Gemini, but it's kind of looking the same as the actual Kipper. So Taurus, I don't know which one of these Taurus in this scenario is, if it's you or is all of this outside of you, and you're still representing that Queen of Coin. You're not even like, this is outside of you. This is external to you, but it's going on in your energy. So I don't know if you're being affected by a mother-in-law and all of her antics, or if this is your mother keeping up all this going on. You may have even lost your person in the midst of this, or behind this. So let's see what's on at the bottom. We have the Fool. So I feel like you will get a fresh start. Just have, you know, your self-confidence. We have the Queen of Wands here. So somebody is cheating in order to do harm in your energy. Could be this Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands is sitting in the upright, and this King of Wands is also. So, I still feel like the person that you were with, even though that's your real love, I still feel like this person is going to betray you, or is a part of this whole operation. I'm not sure. But what else? There could be a lot of communication coming in, or a lot of travel. Somebody's going through a complete turnaround from a Five of Pentacles, because it's in the reverse. So things are turning around. A lot of burdens are going to be being lifted, and new beginnings will be taking place. And I do still see the Lovers here, so I think all is well when it comes down to that. Let's see what the keywords are giving us behind all of this, just to clarify a little bit more. What is this Six of Wands in Taurus energy. The Six of Wands in reverse, please, from the universe. Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting a little tired. What is that? In Taurus energy. So we have kangaroos, family unity, strength, roll with the punches, ambition, protection, ease of movements, home away from home, aggressive protection. So it feels like this ill will, misfortune, betrayal, disadvantage, loss, and failure is coming from a family unity. It's coming from a family unit. So it's giving that mother-in-law energy again. It's directing this energy towards you. Feels like this person wants you codependent, clingy, needy. Why is this Eight of Cups here? Or she wants, if it's your mother-in-law, she wants her son to be clingy and needy. And she wants to be overprotective over her son. So with this Eight of Cups in reverse, it's giving the same thing. Like trying to keep this person sheltered and protected. Anything else about this Eight of Cups in reverse? Yeah, it's also giving that this person wants to remain in power over their son. Yeah, so she can chat on the phone all day with the son. Incoming messages. She wants to chat with them on social media, text message. She wants all the phone calls to be to the son and all the messages. So, and if this is, you know, a feminine whose mother is in this energy, then it's vice versa. She wants to chat with you all day. That's why she doesn't want this relationship to prosper, because she's being overly protective. She wants either for you to be codependent on her or her to be codependent on you. She wants to remain in power. She wants to chat with you and all your phone calls. She just wants to still be the center of your life. Why is this Knight of Wands here? So I keep getting this, that this person may have drinking problems, maybe substance abuse. With this cup here, with this cake, you need to be cautious of this person. They're creating a slippery situation. They're doing a lot of manipulation because they want to have their cake and eat it too. And this person could be planning a birthday celebration for you. So maybe some funny business. What is this? Seven of Wands in Taurus energy. Complication and difficulty that she's facing with this bounce. You need to have gratitude and be grateful and have a great attitude that life can't keep you down, because she's really trying to take you down, or your partner. It depends on whose mother it is. Yeah, they're watching, gossiping, stalking, slander. They're under hidden accounts, looking deeper into you all's business. What is this Eight of Pentacles here? I just feel like this is giving that this person is the fool. But you need to keep a fresh mindset. Keep an open mind. Be adaptive. You're innocent in this. Remain happy, cheerful, and playful. But I feel like since this is the Eight of Pentacles, where they're building, it says nail building, not solid, needs securing, build over, painful but truthful, communication, nail in the coffin. So yeah, I was saying that with this Eight of Pentacles, and you see that they're building with the nail. So we have nail here and building. It's not solid, needs securing, build over, painful but truthful, communication, nail in the coffin, hit the nail on the head, put a pin in it for later, new beginning, needed, flawed situation in the entire moment. And we saw that already as well. Yeah, whatever type of community that was built with this false priestess, whether the mother-in-law or the mother is the high priestess or not, it's just still a faulty organization that's trying to cause harm to others. Why is this Empress here? Can we get more clarity? And it's scamming people out of money. So I think with this bed, it just gives that this Empress is a cheater. This Empress in reverse. This person could be cheating on their spouse as well, if they have one. So, yeah. What else with this Empress in reverse? We have the camel here. This person may try to run, but it feels like they were doing all of this because they want endurance and survival. They want to be of service and self-sufficient. They want to conserve their time and money. So it's like they don't want their son to be giving away their wealth, you know, to anyone else but to the mom. That's her sustainability. It's like some mothers do not want their sons to get married, to have relationships with, you know, others, because they want to be taken care of if they don't have a spouse. And especially if the son is really, really wealthy, and the vice versa for some of these women who have daughters, like Candy situation on Housewives of Atlanta. She takes care of her mom. Her mom doesn't have a man, and Joyce didn't want Candy with, you know, Todd or the other guy she was with. It's like it's giving like that's how they sustain themselves. It's like we live vicariously through our children and off of the work that our children have put in. So we don't want another person coming in to take away what we could have been getting, if you get what I'm saying. It's a bit weird, but I get it. I mean, I don't think that children should take care of their parents unless they're super rich and wealthy, and it's only like, I'm going to give you this amount, this should sustain you for the rest of your life on this, on this plane. Like, for instance, if you become like a millionaire, say you get $20 million, and you go ahead and give your mom $2 million. So this is for you, mom. And that's it, and that's all. It's not like I'm giving you $2 million this year, and then every month I'm giving you $1 million or whatever like that. Like, it's unsustainable to do that. But that $2 million should be enough for that person to live the remainder of their life comfortably. So that's what I'm saying. If you have the money and you want to help out your parents or whatever, that's fine. But let's just say you work at a factory or something, and you're making like maybe $400 or $500 an hour, and you're paying your bills, everything, and you're paying your mom's bill, and you're taking care of all of her outside things, like getting her hair done, nail done, giving her extra money to go shopping. Like, you're taking care of this person like they're your wife. And then the moment that you actually get a girl that you like, the mom is sabotaging it. Because in her mind, it's like, okay, I'm not going to have my son to pay all of my bills and send me on these shopping sprees and get my nails and hair done every week and buy me groceries. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's that type of jealousy towards the new person, because their mother is standing there in a position as if she's that son's wife, when at the same time she could be looking for her a man. But even in those instances, even if that mother finds a man, if that son is providing her entire lifestyle, she's not going to ever marry that man. Because it's the same thing. You're not going to cut off my supply from my actual child. So, yeah. That's what it's giving. It's a weird situation. But this mother, in this situation, is like going to have spell work done, trying to ruin the relationship. It's a lot of scammy type stuff, starting rumors in the community. Like, this one is taking it a bit far. So I'm feeling like, Taurus, you're the person in the relationship, and your relationship is being affected either by your mother or your partner's mother. So let's go ahead and get a card from Kelly Ma. Need another scent really quick. What does Taurus need to know right now? What does Taurus need to know right now from Kelly? We have Domavati, the number 22. Duma Bhavati, number 22. Beloved mother who dwells in the smoke, who presides over the most difficult transitions. She who knows that certain endings are unavoidable. There are necessary predecessors to radical reinvention. Her presence brings the message that though disappointment, defeat, or loss and the negative repercussions of such experiences may cause suffering for a time, they will not limit your future happiness. They are a means for opening as yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Your trust must be unconditional at this time, and later you shall see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. The seventh of the Mahavajra wisdom goddesses is Dhumavati. She is the crown goddess and uniquely in the Hindu context from which she arises as also a widow. Her name means she who is made of smoke, and as the expression goes, where there is smoke, there's fire. Dhumavati is associated with the profound suffering. Just as smoke is the polluting and the concealing manifestation of fire, it can be hard to believe that there is any divine blessing, hidden or otherwise, when we are in the agonies of intense suffering. In honoring Dhumavati, we acknowledge that suffering is a part of life and can develop compassion. Our capacity for kindness is often in direct proportion to the suffering we have experienced and processed, as it can grow empathy and wisdom in the soul. Some continue to create pain for themselves and others alleviate suffering in the world through what they have learned. The difference comes through the willingness to face and process pain. Dhumavati can help us find the courage to be real about our suffering, neither becoming lost in it nor avoiding it, but rather to go through it and process it. Dhumavati is often associated with the most painful aspects of human existence: aging, disease, thirst, poverty, hunger, death, and ugliness on all levels. These may cause some to fear her and try to push her away. Yet when we are suffering greatly, we can know that she is with us. With her black smoky skin, she becomes the blackened Madonna, the beloved mother, who does not watch our suffering from some remote place in blissful detachment, but in suffering along with us. Our cries resonate in her heart. In our emotional anguish, she is our sacred companion, and her presence can help us bear witness with honesty and courage. Healing begins with the acknowledgement of suffering. You cannot resolve an issue if you deny it exists. Bearing honest witness is the only way for change to begin. When Dhumavati arises in a reading, there is an opportunity to end a profound and difficult struggle, perhaps one that is obscured and difficult to articulate and acknowledge. Such truth speaking to yourself happens when you can admit, this is not good for me, or I'm not yet sure what or how, but something needs to stop. Dhumavati is sometimes depicted with two crowns accepting to pull a cart that cannot move. At other times, the cart is without means of movement at all. She brings the message that the path you are on cannot take you any further. This doesn't mean that life is over, but rather that life as you have known it has come to an end. This is the inception of a new cycle. To be ready for it, as we know from Kali's mysteries, we must grieve and release what has been. In the social context from which the Dhumavati emerges, widows are at the edges of an acceptable social status. In this way, Dhumavati is a goddess for those who have been shunned, criticized, or denounced, those forced out of social status or position through circumstances that are not necessarily of their own choosing. When external events seem to be forcing you in a certain direction, feeling of vulnerability can arrive. But then so can a sense of being deeply guided by the universe. Dhumavati's presence signifies a time when something you once counted on has failed you in some way. Through that process, opportunities open that would not have been otherwise available to you. Dhumavati is the harbinger of endings and loss, but also of radical trust and secret blessings that are revealed later, and most often unexpectedly. Something avoided at all costs happens anyway, and we end up being grateful for it because it frees us. New horizons open up, everything changes. It wasn't easy. It took courage. It hurt a lot. We had to grow, but she was there with us, letting us know This feels terrible, but something good is going to come from it. The pain will end. You're going to be more than just okay. You're going to thrive. So the invocation ritual is Ma Dumavati. I honor your powerful presence and secret blessings that lead to spiritual liberation. I greatly receive your powers of protection, warding off negativity and defending me from my enemies known and unknown, within and without. You acknowledge my suffering and the suffering of all beings so that healing and awakening can truly occur. You will show us when and how to lean into the mysterious workings of the universe. You give me freedom and entry into new worlds. The prayers of your dark mother's gracious mind rise upon your smoky essence. Make blessings and healing manifest for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Jama, Jama, Jama. Take a moment to acknowledge where you are struggling right now. It may be a pain in your life, pain you sense in other words or the world. The acknowledgement can become the ending of a pathway that cannot lead you anywhere worth going. You don't have to know how to start a new path. The Divine Mother knows. As you honestly and courageously bear witness, you can speak your declaration. Divine Mother, healing, change, and compassion, awakening is needed here. Complete your practice with her mantra sequence. Om Dum Dum Dumavata Swaha Jama Kali Jaja Ma. Sounds like Om Dum Dum Dumavati Swaha Yama Kali Jaja Ma. Bow with your hands in prayer. You have completed your sacred ritual. So this goes back to the angel card from earlier. Let go of the attachment. Something is coming to an end for some of you. It's feeling like, according to the reading, it could be a relationship with a parent. Could be a relationship altogether because of that parent that's interfering. Yeah, and I feel like it's going to be painful. However, you know, from what Dumavati is revealing is that it's something else meant for you, or other doors were open, and then I don't know if this is making you suffer to a degree, but it could be. So it's something that you're going to have to let go of in order for things to turn around and for your blessings to come through. And by this being like a goddess who is also depicted as a widow, it's feeling like you may have to, leave your person, because the mother may not stop. However, somebody is going to prison in this situation, but it could be the fake organization. I don't know, but it could be other areas of your life that this is referring to. It doesn't necessarily just have to be with the relationship and the, parent dynamic of it all. So thank you, and much love and respect to Dumavati for that. Some of us really needed that as well. Much love and respect. Let's get one more from the ancestor spirit before I let you go, Taurus. I keep forgetting I've already shuffled these. Let's see. What does Taurus need to know right now? We get a message for Taurus. For the ancestors, please. We get one for Taurus from the ancestors, please. Be thankful. Gratitude, appreciation, and harmony. So I thought we had one dealing with that. Maybe that was the last reading. So we have be thankful, gratitude, appreciation, and harmony. The Balinese philosophy of life is called the Trihita Karana. Tri means three, Hita means happy, and Karana means way. And together they describe three ways to be happy, or three causes of well-being. The first is Parhayangan, refers to the harmonious relationship between humans and their gods. Parayagan also links with three good behaviors. Trikaya Parisuddha, which teach people to think good, speak good, and apply good manners. The second cause is Pawangan, refers to harmonious relationships between people. This teaching is about being respectful of others and maintaining good relationships. The third is called Peli Mahan, refers to the harmonious relationships between people and the environment. To maintain harmony in all three areas of the Trihita Karana, the Balinese people express gratitude in their daily activities through prayer and offerings to their deities. To live in harmony with other people, the Balinese share food with and make offerings to their neighbors, showing their gratitude to foster peaceful relationships. To maintain environmental harmony and balance, they give thanks to the plants and nature around them. They also try to keep a balance in their environments. The ancestors speak. In a busy world, it can be hard to remember to appreciate the positives. This card is a reminder of how important it is to appreciate your loved ones, both past and present. Even though there are difficult times, try to be grateful for the lessons the challenges have taught you. Wisdom can come from hardship. The tough times have made you the resourceful and resilient person you are today. The divinatory meaning: appreciate the food, shelter, clothing, water, and clean air you have access to each day. Connect with your family, friends, and loved ones. Love them for who they are. Do something you enjoy and be grateful for the pleasure it brings into your life. Also remember to say thank you to the universe and your spirit guides for all their help. So yes, Tauruses, you guys need to be thankful, be grateful for all of the good things that you have going on right now. Some of you may be missing that or not, making it a priority. Let me get one or a couple from the Mist and Tarot. Mist and Shadow. I need to go to sleep because I'm getting tired. I'm keeping that one. We get something for Taurus right now. Closing remarks. So I felt like that in that spread, like some type of theft was going on as well. But someone could be stealing your time as far as through those that community, that spiritual community. Let me get one more for Taurus. So yeah, we have thief. Someone is stealing property, robbing you of your energy, time, or money. A dispelling of an illusion is here. They can't hide what you already know. Then we have this mystical cat, feline spirit energy, intuition, magic, divine being, fortune, wards off evil. So some of you may have a mystical cat, or some of you carry this feline spirit energy within you. You are intuitive, you're magic, you're divine being, and your present wards off evil. Some of you may have a talisman that wards off evil. However, someone in your energy is doing a love spell. We saw that with that mother as well. I wouldn't necessarily say love. She's doing a spell on your love life through that high priestess. So some type of potion, ritual, or something like that. And some of you may need to do a love spell on yourself to make you more attractive, for self-love, and to bring in romance. We also have a pleasant message, good news. So you have some good news coming in, Taurus, so be looking forward to that. And this is what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate your time and energy. I hope all works out. Love and light to you all. And with that being said, be blissful.